Hi, my name is Jerry Wise. In this video, I want to talk about how narcissistic parents pretend they care. Number one, but I love you, or I'm your father, they might say. They will either use their role, like I'm your father, I'm your mother, or I can do whatever I want as long as I love you, but I love you. And they will use that as a reason to be either abusive or not take responsibility for their own narcissistic abuse or their own actions, whether they've lied, triangled, or whatever things they have gotten themselves into due to their personality disorder. And they will use that, but I love you, or I'm your father. And being I'm your father and I love you don't really prove love or caring, either one of those. And certainly not just saying them doesn't prove that. Number two, everything I do is all for you or it's for your own good. And that often is very common with narcissistic parents and dysfunctional parents, dysfunctional families. They will say, it's all for you and it's all for your own good. And they don't realize how damaging it can be for what they're doing. Number three, they might do parent-centered gifts. Your narcissistic mother has never liked your toaster, so then she buys you a toaster so that you can replace that toaster with a toaster that she likes. But she's giving you a gift, and she cares about you. And so that's why she's giving you that gift. And doesn't own up to the fact that she's doing it, that she thinks that's a bad color, shouldn't be in your kitchen. I'm going to get you another one. And look how nice I'm being. Hey, that old toaster, here, use this new one. That'll be much better. And it's kind of manipulative. It's kind of, again, a fake way to care when it's really about them. Number four, well, I just thought I should tell X for you. An ex being another person, not your ex, but I mean, Joe, Mary, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, aunts. Well, I just thought I should just tell them for you as a way of caring for you, when actually they should not have done that at all. They triangulated someone in and should not have, but they do that under the guise of caring for you. I'm making these decisions for you to help you. Whatever decisions they're making. Like even going out and talking to a car dealership. And I know this was a situation. I had a car dealership. He talked to the salesman, did all this, and then said, I'll send my son to take a look at these cars. Then comes back to the son. Well, I just thought you needed a new vehicle. So I talked to the salesman and go and talk to him. Give him a call. Here's his number and he's expecting you to call. And I'm only doing that to help you. The son wasn't interested in buying a new car, didn't want to buy a new car from there, and, wasn't even looking to have that happen. But dad was doing that because he cares. When really, dad wanted to do it because he wanted to see him in a nicer car. Because he didn't want any of his friends going, oh, you see, your son John just keeps driving around that older truck. He ought to get him a newer one. Then dad shows up at the car dealership. And sometimes they'll even say, I'll pay for it. Well, that's great. But the problem is it's not true caring. It's about image or about other things. I think it'd be healthy if we could say, though I'm not recommending this, but thanks for helping in such a damaging way. Like when you went and told Aunt Mary about what I shared with you about so-and-so, because I was struggling with that and I was upset about that. And then you went and told Aunt Mary, trying to be helpful so that she would tell your cousin how unhappy you were. And then we've caused a whole mess. Well, thanks for your helping in such a damaging way. Because it's very frustrating when narcissists will do that and betray your trust and your confidence. Number five, protecting you, but removing your choices. And again, they may say, well, I didn't tell them anything about that because I wanted to protect you. Mom, I asked you to tell them. I wanted you to invite them to this or that. Well, I thought you were having trouble with them, so I was protecting you from them, so I didn't invite them. And again, a removal of choices when you've been very clear, and they're doing that on your behalf. And I think if we're going to do something on someone's behalf, it's good if we get it cleared with them. It's good if we ask them and talk to them about that. I think another example of how narcissistic parents can pretend they care is judging your spouse. Or actually judging everything is usually what happens. But I know judging of spouse is a very common one, where they're trying to care and you just chose the wrong one to marry. And so now they're trying to care and they're judging your spouse. Well, I don't know when. I know your husband just got laid off, Susie. I just don't know. I hope he can get a job. He could use more training or more education. And I wish he'd have gotten that. And, he did, only take 3 years of college and not 4 and get that degree, which he's telling Susie that, who's the daughter, and also is leaving out the whole situation where he had lost a parent at the 3rd year of his college. And it was very difficult because there was needs for him to be back and to help run the family business. So he was being responsible and helpful, but mom's not caring about that. She's saying, well, he didn't get that degree, so he's probably not going to be very successful. And would never say that, just implies it all over the place is often what happens. And again, narcissistic parents tend to judge everything and then will judge it to feign caring, that I'm doing it because I care about you, because I'm not sure you're going to judge things the way I judge them. So let me judge them for you and show that I care. I want you to take a look at the program listed below. If you want to get your family of origin out of you, if you want to learn about self-differentiation, which is the ability to stand strong as a healthy self in a relationship while knowing to non-reactively resist toxicity and enmeshment, then this program is for you. Take a look at that down below. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment. Have a great day, and be wise.